Rivers provide water, food, and transportation to communities around the world. They're also beautiful to look at, refreshing to swim in, and incredibly fun to raft or kayak through. But as wonderful as rivers are, and as much as we appreciate them, they also can turn deadly. Rivers will betray you in a matter of seconds with strong undercurrents, rocks, wild animals, and pollution. Today we'll have a closer look at why the Amazon River is the most deadly body of water on the earth. Don't forget to subscribe, let's head into it. The Amazon basin is vast, stretching across Brazil, Bolivia, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Peru, and Suriname, covering some 40% of the entire South American continent. It is usually considered to be the second largest river in the world after the Nile River, but when one accounts for volume, it is the largest by far. You'd think there would be a safe stretch of water to take a dip, right? Actually no. The water is teeming with things out to get you. Massive water flow. The Amazon River is the largest river system in the world with the greatest outflow of any river. It starts somewhere deep in the Andes in the Montero River, which has a very steep gradient, 5 kilometers, meaning that it will have rapids white water. It then descends through a range of river systems into lowland forests and finally out into the Atlantic Ocean. It has a wide range of biomes from untouched forests to alpine zones to big cities to a delta. With that much water flow, currents and turmoils can be a big threat for untrained swimmers, so be aware that water currents when choosing a spot to enter the river. Weather also produces dangerous conditions in the Amazon rainforest. The height of the wet season in the Amazon lasts from October to May, with especially heavy rains in March and April. Rains wash out roads and cause the water levels to rise dramatically in the Amazon River and in the hundreds of connecting tributaries. This leads to flooding as well as extremely powerful river currents that have been known to sink boats. Dangerous wildlife. The chance to get up close and personal with Amazonian wildlife is one of the main reasons people visit the region, but wild animals also present one of the primary threats. Contrary to Hollywood depictions of the Amazon rainforest, most animals do not go out of their way to hunt down humans. However, the rainforest is brimming with creatures that will attack in self-defense. Images of jaguars, alligators, anacondas, and piranhas come to mind when thinking of the most formidable animals in the Amazon. In addition, the rainforest houses numerous species of small, venomous creatures like snakes and frogs. However, the most common problem arises from encounters with blood-sucking leeches, as well as the aforementioned health issues involving disease-carrying mosquitoes. So we recommend wearing sturdy boots and pants when hiking in the jungle to protect yourself from bites. Always check your boots and shoes before putting them on to make sure no creatures have crawled inside. Photos also recommends packing plenty of insect repellent, anti-itch cream, and a mosquito net to keep out of pests when you sleep. Great anaconda snake. No snake is perhaps more intimidating than the huge green anaconda. Reaching lengths of over 30 feet and weighing more than 500 pounds is the largest snake in the world. The good news is they are not venomous, but instead they use their formidable muscle power to constrict and suffocate their prey before swallowing the whole without chewing, regardless of their victim's size. They are particularly agile and stealthy in the water and lurk in the Amazon River and wait for anything they can strike and overpower, which includes jaguars, caimans, turtles, wild pigs, deer, and even humans. The large size of its meals means that these snakes don't need to eat food often, sometimes lasting months between meals, but we still recommend staying clear. Electric eel. Not actually an eel, but a type of knifefish, this shocking creature is capable of generating up to 600 volts through its electrolyte cells, 5 times more electricity than in a standard wall socket. It usually only uses small amounts of electricity to stun its prey of choice, but when feeling threatened, it is capable of releasing stronger and multiple shocks that can endure minutes on end. Residing in the murky depths of the Amazon River, the electric eel feasts on invertebrates, fish, and small mammals. There have been numerous report incidents between human and electric eels, often involving unpleasant and unexpected shocks. The electric eel is largely avoided by locals as it is still shocked up to 8 hours after its death. Plants. It's not just the animals of the Amazon you have to watch out for. Trichons and curare are 2 Amazonian plants that are infamously poisonous. Both are often used in creating poisonous arrows by indigenous tribes that will kill through contact with blood and result in asphyxiation. Another danger you might not think of is from above. The cannonball tree that grows in the tropical rainforest of South America can grow up to 35 meters tall, but have very hard and heavy fruits, not unlike a coconut that often fall to the ground with a loud explosion, hence the name. But you wouldn't want to be walking underneath when this happens, as a falling cannonball fruit could easily cause a fatal injury. Infections and sickness. Tourists are especially prone to sickness while traveling in the Amazon rainforest. The biggest threat comes from mosquitoes carrying malaria and yellow fever. These are both serious illnesses, so get appropriate vaccination before you go to the Amazon. Visitors may also get sick from the local food and water. Even relatively clean food and water sometimes contain different strains of bacteria and microorganisms that foreigners' immune systems are not used to dealing with. This can lead to fever, diarrhea, and dehydration. Only drink bottled water and make sure your food is fresh and properly washed to reduce your chances of getting sick. Swimming downstream of industrialized cities and high-intensity architecture is relatively risky in terms of infection from bacteria and other pathogens, as well as pollution. If you enjoyed getting to know more about the dangers of the Amazon River, share this video with your friends and hit the like and subscribe button. Stay tuned to learn more about the fascinating places you can visit around the world. I'll see you in the next video.